What's going on, y'all? Hey, this is a quick demo on how to wrap your ankle using some Voodoo floss. This is a quick way to recover from an ankle sprain. So a couple weeks ago I rolled my ankle while coaching a session, and just to get back, so like I play basketball, flag football, I had a race coming up, and I needed to get back to where I needed to be for training, okay? So it took about a week of doing this consistently, but it paid off and it helped, okay? So what you're gonna need is some Voodoo floss. I got this off Amazon for about 15 bucks. I got 2 of them actually. You can probably get them anywhere if you type in Voodoo floss. I know different companies make their own, but really it's just a latex band, okay? So the way we want to do this, I'm going to demonstrate using the ankle that I rolled. We're going to start by wrapping from the bottom up towards the heart. So we're going to work our way up. So we want to get a good placement, probably about mid-foot. And then we'll start wrapping it, all right? A little easier if you got someone to help you out, but it's not that tough to do by yourself. So once I get that going, we're gonna wanna work our way up, and I'll usually cover about half the band when I do wrap it. And then as far as the stretch, so this is like 100% stretch right here. We don't want 100% stretch on it, probably about 70-80%, so I'm gonna scale back on that a little bit. We still want that compression, but we're gonna make sure it's not gonna cut off all the circulation to our foot. So that leads to when you're doing this, an issue. If you feel like your foot's turning purple, then you need to unwrap it and stop. If your foot's starting to go numb, same thing, you want to unwrap it and stop doing it, and maybe lessen it on the tightness of that compression. Otherwise, you probably don't need to go any longer than 2-3 minutes with this around your ankle. But once I get it wrapped, I'll show you a few things to work on. All right, once you get towards the end, you're gonna want to stretch that thing out. That way you can wrap it right underneath, so it's gonna stay in place, all right? Just like that. All right, I usually do this just sitting down watching TV, but I usually have my foot hanging off the end of the couch, so I'm gonna demonstrate with it elevated, all right? We want it kind of off the ground. So the first thing you wanna do, you got that wrapped, feel that compression, it's tight, it feels good. We're gonna go through some range of motion, all right? So what I'm gonna do is work on bringing my toes in and then pushing out. So working on that plantar and flex and dorsiflexion. I'm gonna go about 10 reps on that, all right? So in and out, in and out. All right, once I get about 10 of those, I'm gonna go into some circles. So working counterclockwise and clockwise. So I'm going clockwise right now. I'll go 10 reps. And then I'll reverse that for 10 the other side. All right, generally I like to go through that twice, so I would do that sequence again. 10 going in and out, and then 10 clockwise, 10 counterclockwise. After I get that, I'm gonna wanna move, put some pressure on it. So I'm actually gonna stand up. I'm gonna go through some squats and just some calf raises just to kind of put some pressure on the ankle and work through some full range of motion. So right here, I'm just gonna do a couple of squats. If you feel like it kind of locks up a little bit, that's all right. It'll let you get better. All right, so I did a few squats. Now I'm gonna do some standing calf raises. Just kind of pushing up, holding, back down. You can even rock back on that. So I'll generally do about 10 squats, 10 calf raises. I'll go through that twice. And then that should be about 2 to 3 minutes to take you. So that's, like I said, as long as you probably need to keep the band around. Right now my foot's feeling fine, but I'm gonna take it off. Just unravel it. Ooh, yeah. So right now I feel it feels nice and warm. That's all the blood rushing back in, just kind of cleaning it out. And honestly, it feels a lot better than it did before I had it on. So like I said, this is an easy way to kind of rehabilitate yourself from an ankle sprain. Whether you roll it going out for a run or just kind of step on something wonky, that's kind of what I did. I stepped on a rope and just kind of rolled it real quick. But like I said, about a week of doing that stuff, you got to be able to do it consistently and give a good effort on it. And if you're able to do it at least 1 time a day, that's an A. All right. If you're doing it 2 times a day, that's an A+. So you at least want to do it once a day until it starts to feel better, and then you don't need to use it. Okay. So I do this in substitution of icing. If I do have like a really swollen ankle, I'll probably ice it in the beginning for that initial day, but I'm trying to get to this right away because that's going to help kind of get that blood moving in, clean it out, and make it feel a lot better. All right, so that is a quick demo on the Voodoo flossing for an ankle sprain. All right.